clarity. It's a text from some of the ancient masters like Longchen Rabjam, Padmasambhava, and others. Tulku Ujin, who is a 20th century master and great at pointing out in the nature of mind, said, "Receiving blessings refers to a moment of deep devotion." The great forefather of the Kagyu lineage, Talopa, said, "Don't reflect, don't imagine, and don't evaluate. Don't meditate, don't think, and rest in naturalness." These 6 pith instructions are for Mahamudra, and they refer to not engaging in thoughts of the past and thoughts of the future, and even in thoughts of the present. Don't meditate refers to not making any kind of effort to meditate, to attain any kind of state. It means just to be aware of what's going on in the mind. Don't think means don't analyze the meditation, don't have thoughts about the meditation. Rest in naturalness means to let your mind be in its native state. The great master Saraha said, "When bound, the mind tries to roam in the 10 directions, which are the 8 directions around and up and down. When set free, the mind remains in unmoving steadiness." I have realized this camel-like paradox. I don't know what the camel-like thing is about. And Saraha had the famous story about not too tight, not too loose, like a Brahmin spinning thread. If he spins it too tight, it breaks. If too loose, it falls apart. So what Saraha said was, maintain a balance between tight and loose. A beginner should first meditate by directly causing the sudden arising. When that grows tiresome, loosen by leaving whatever remains directly in its place, without fabrication. Alternating in this way, you will develop a balance between tight and loose, and your meditation will progress quickly. That is why it is taught to focus the attention tightly and then release it loosely, like a Brahmin braiding a thread. In other words, don't try and find the sweet spot of not too tight, too loose, and then hold it there, because that's too tight, really. That's too fixed. It's more like surfing or skiing, where sometimes it's a little tighter, sometimes it's a little looser. It depends on the situation, where your mind is at that point. The next one is from the great Terten, who is someone who discovers Terma, Chokyo Lingpa, and it was received from the deity Vajrogini. There are thoughts during the state of stillness, and there are 4 ways of cutting through them. So if you attain stillness, there will still be thoughts in them. And if you feel that you need to cut them for whatever meditation you're doing, then these are imagery or guided ideas in order to cut those thoughts. Like a cat waiting for a mouse, look directly into the essence of the thoughts. Like a Brahmin threading a needle, keep awareness balanced and look directly into the essence of the thoughts. Like a watchman in a watchtower, look into the thoughts within the state of undistracted awareness. Like an arrow flying from an archer, look into the thoughts within the state of one-pointed awareness. The great teacher Dudjom Lingpa from 1835 to 1904, I believe he was one of the teachers of Mipam the Great, so he was a pretty big deal. Here is his advice. Decide that there is no other deity to seek other than your own intrinsic awareness, and no demons other than conceptual thoughts. There's a lot of talk of demons and deities and so forth, and there's practices devoted to these in the Tibetan Vajrayana system. But when it really gets down to them, the deity is the deepest, most profound aspect of your mind, and the demons are the things that obstruct your ability to perceive that, and they're just your own thoughts. The next teacher is Mipam the Great. He taught in the late 1800s and early 1900s. I believe he died in 1930 something or around about then. And he was a very important and very famous teacher, very well known for teaching the Ati teachings. Maintain the natural state without attaching any special importance to whatever arises. And I will probably have a lot more on Mipam in some other videos because he has a lot of material and he was so important. The next quote is from a teacher called Pema Namgyal. The key point is to change whatever you do during post-meditation into a virtuous action by maintaining the feeling that everything is like a magical apparition, having firm confidence in the belief that the law of karma is infallible. View all the things that occur in your world as if they are magical appearances, but do not forsake the view of karma. Behave as if karma is real and let it guide your actions. Khenpo Gongshar, who was very famous for having died and come back to life apparently, and after this incident became very different. He was very mild-mannered before, and then he became outrageous and a very so-called crazy wisdom yogi after this experience. Here's some good quotes by him. Any disturbing emotion that may arise is wisdom the moment you relax in naturalness. We're starting a meditation community, and I'm going to have a bunch of courses there: meditation for anxiety, flow, how to meditate on the 9 stages, and you can engage with other meditators there. So that link is in the description. Please join us. I'd love to see you there.